back there.
He had to use the pillow to muffle the thunder coming from his mouth.
Gonna upgrade to some fizzles maybe if they're feeling adult. Anyway, look, great game there. Another game to come. Very interesting one here. It's going to be FChamp versus Gootecks next.
Right.
So let's start talking about this one again. Z, I'll start with you. You've plumped for Gootecks to upset in other games. What about this one?
Gootecks and FChamp. So these guys just, got finished filming in Workout. They did a few episodes together. So I feel they have a firm understanding of each other's tendencies, but it's all going to be in Gootecks' mind. Does he start believing in the hitbox that he's using? If he has that self-confidence, I still like him to steal one away.
Well, he's going to need a lot of self-confidence because obviously he's getting mercilessly wrecked on social media. We had another tweet come in about Gootecks. I'm intrigued to see what you people at home are coming up with now.
What, is that
that's
Salt
a
Bay?
good one. That's a good one. The Salt guy.
Yeah, they're matched up. All right, let's see what they're on about. All
Hello,
right.
Mr. Brahms. That's good. Give me that Salt Gootecks. I'll tell you, though, people keep pointing out about these glasses. He's going to have to wear them all day because if he keeps losing, he's going to be crying. You feel me? He's going to have to hide those tears.
I think that the Gootecks is here for the promotional value more than the ability to play. I mean, look at the extreme zoom in. The beard, I feel like, for a few years, I was a little concerned about the growth of the beard. But now Gootecks has got a full-on an adult beard. I'm really impressed with the growth he's got going on there. And Gootecks
You'll get one of them one day, son.
I'm making it there. I mean, I hope that by the time I'm your age, I have most of this up here too. That would be pretty nice.
All right.
Concerned.
Let's be friends.
All right.
But let's talk about FChamp. I mean, obviously got off to a great start, and I think this is a prime opponent that he'd be wanting to play after a great start to get comfortable.
For sure. I mean, so he just had these sets against RB at South by Southwest. RB considered one of the best Urien players out there besides maybe Nemo, and he is really comfortable in this matchup. I talked to him about it. He said even though he feels the matchup is not easy for Dhalsim, it's one that he knows how to fight and one that he is comfortable fighting. So I think it definitely showed.
Yeah, I mean, RB Urien too said that he had feared FChamp as one of his main opponents along with Punk. So it seems like, that Dhalsim can fare very well in this matchup.
Well,
Yeah,
we're about to find out if you're right, guys, because we're ready to do it. So I'll let you do your thing. I'll be here at the end.
Sounds like a plan. And yeah, I think one of the most important parts about the matchup is the float from Dhalsim. That puts himself in a range where Urien cannot really harass. He can't really find clean hits. But, at the same time, Dhalsim doesn't get damage out of it. The float doesn't lead to damage for Dhalsim, but it also protects him from getting hit. So it's one of those things that when he has a lead, he can kind of sit up there and float and be pesky and force the Urien player into mistakes. And you're going to probably see that as Gootecks maybe gets frustrated by the way things are going here. So it's going to be important for him to establish a lead. One of the things that I think is also just pivotal here is going to be to get that V skill up for Urien. It gives him a hit of armor on his special moves. So that's the headbutt and the tackle. He can get up in there and try to go through some of these Dhalsim limbs. And you'll see him activate it here just like that. That's the activation. He's got the V skill on. You can see him change a little bit in appearance. And it gives him armor and it builds up his V gauge as well. It's an important part about this match.
Yeah, anytime Urien has to go up against a heavy zoning character, whether it be a Guile or a Dhalsim, he really needs to put on that armor.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, you don't want to be stuck there with no V skill available. It's tough to get in. You'll take that damage straight even to get in, but this is the frustration, right? It starts to set in when you fight a character like Dhalsim who is so good at keeping you out and is so extremely patient like FChamp. Look at him. He's just going to sit there.
Tackle. Looks like Gootecks definitely a nice response to that Yoga Spear. This is the combo ender there, so you still see some points of rust in adjusting to the hitbox.
Oh, yeah, very smart from FChamp. You saw there that after the knees, you just go for jab. And if he happens to EX headbutt, you'll be able to block in time. So, it is a slower on startup move, so jabs in this game, you can stick them out and still recover. Enough time to block. Oh, the reflector.
He's just going to reflect that flame. Can he chase it down? Yes, he's going to use the opponent's projectile against him. But with that teleport move, able to get out of any of those Aegis shenanigans.
So armor still available for Gootecks. He's sitting on that charge, trying to wait and get in there behind the limbs. Just a little bit of health left and a little bit of time. There's 12 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, good anti-air, but not enough to take it. That's not a teabag, but in the corner with that slide to the victory. And I like this costume, or this color rather, that Gootecks has used for his Urien, because it's very difficult to tell whether or not Urien has V-skill or not.
Yeah, it's really difficult. He doesn't look that different from usual. Yeah, you can see.
Look at that, like what changed? It's very difficult to see.
It's a kind of like a tactical reason, right?
Camouflage, taking the blue pill from Neo.
100%. And well, I like the mirror reversal. You know, even though he loses the mirror, I think gaining positioning against Dhalsim is more important than anything. Oh, the EX headbutt and punish from FChamp. It's prepared. That EX flame, and he gets some spaces off of that big anvil anti-air, that back heavy punch from Dhalsim.
Good activation from Gootecks, able to get an armor cleanly without trading any damage.
Yeah, but he's in such a bad spot. He's really got to make it in.
There's where that armor had play into the... Ooh, right over the head.
Yeah, too far for that.
Yeah, too far for the follow-up, though.
Should have gone for crouching medium kick. That would have reached punish, but just had the jab, so not much out of it. And Gootecks does have the mirror available. Okay, activation. Again, I kind of think that Gootecks should be putting the mirror in front of him here. Yeah, that's the way to fight.
Oh, but then he teleports right out, does FChamp.
Okay, now he's got space to work with. Trying to tag some more of that gray on there. And Gootecks walks right into the standing fair. Slow and steady for FChamp, but extremely steady. He kind of just held his ground there and played exactly the way he was supposed to in this matchup, and there was almost no moment where he looked uncomfortable. Man, the Gootecks looks like he's considering his entire existence here.
I want Gootecks' clothes, his boots, and his motorcycle to look super swag. The Terminator from the future. Can he terminate his opposition with that hitbox? And I can't believe Punk had beat him so badly that he forced his opponent to switch like the peripheral.
Yeah, that's like when Mike was playing K-Brad so long ago and he threw the stick on the ground and said, never use an arcade stick again. It's like the reverse. It's like
Sanford Kelly'd with the stick throw and then had to get a replacement hitbox to replace it.
Exactly. I mean, that is some legendary stuff. I've never seen something like that where somebody lost so bad they switched the way they play. And he's been playing on it for years. Oh, fierce.
Loving it. Misses the combo.
It.
Yeah, a little low to the ground was Dhalsim. Didn't able to air reset him.
Man, Champ, the fact that he's so patient. You see that? Instead of going in for pressure, he was like, yeah, let me just backwards teleport, gain the screen space, and play it nice and slow. This guy has infinite patience. Oh, genius back teleport.
Oh, what? It was hitting him.
The mirror, he kept swinging right into it. So Gootecks going to gain the tackle here. Big lead.
Oh, a little too far away.
With punish. You
or
see
the axe kick.
Back teleport. And now this is what we call a screen pull. Where you see he's standing at the right side of that screen there, Dhalsim, and he was pulling the screen backwards so Gootecks couldn't move away.
Yeah, there you go.
A bit more scrambly that game from Gootecks, and that's what you have to do against a character like Dhalsim. You have to throw off his rhythm. So if he knows exactly where you're going to be on screen, it's very easy for him to slow you down and tag you, right? Just like that. But if you can be unpredictable, that's when it's more difficult for Champ to deal with you. All right, the forward throw. This time goes for the jab after. And look at the patience. He just backed all the way off. And Gootecks just played it slow himself. He has legendary patience a lot. He's such a slow and steady player, Gootecks. Back teleport again. You see him. Always about being safe. Never about taking the risk of going in.
If you're a player that loves the keep away archetype, watching FChamp and his Dhalsim or his Dormammu, any of his characters is the one to watch of how to proceed and when not to proceed for the most effective ground game.
Yeah, there's so much of his brain in every decision, right? He plays so patient to make this character work. All right, there's the throw, and he's trying to play it nice and slow here. There is a second Aegis available from Gootecks still. No B reversal available. He puts out the mirror. It wasn't safe, but he gets in anyway.
Tackle for the corner push, but the wake up
buttons. Yeah, he didn't have a proper media time. He stuck out crouching medium kick. Had that hit, he would have got the down jab, you know, into whatever combo he wanted, but just mistimed. And now this is an opportunity for FChamp to close this set out here. Our 8th game of the day. Looking pretty good for Filipinochamp so far. Gootecks making a little bit of an adjustment. Stacking up some of that gray life. Okay.
Loving these safe tackles from Gootecks. Perfectly spaced out. Unable to punish is FChamp.
Sticking out a little bit of, you know, more normals than before. I think Champ, yeah, really trying to get Gootecks to be impatient and go for stuff like that EX headbutt. Punished well. And now he's got a big lead for himself. And this is where Urien's going to have trouble, right? As soon as he has that mirror, it's great. And that's his chance. But yeah, he's got to get it first. Now, trigger available for Gootecks. Doesn't activate.
Probably chase after this Dhalsim.
He's so evasive and patient, but now has cornered himself.
Oh, here we go. A clean hit on the EX chariot tackle.
He's going to get second. Oh,
A
but
new
the
setup.
mirror?
Where's the mirror hidden in the back? Will he get bounced up from it? No.
No, yeah, too far, but so was the combo that he went for, but Gootecks not out of this just yet. There's the V-trigger, and you see it pulling the screen backwards again. Missed, the anti-air is not clean. Oh, there's so much gray, he got him one grab will do it. Gootecks not prepared for that one. F-Champ goes up 2-0 in the day after a 2-0 over Mr. Gui himself.
Well, what can you say about that one? Gootecks, another loss. Intense performance by F-Champ, though. Really bringing it here for his sponsor, Splice. And like I said, I got all kinds of worries about Gootecks now. I'm starting to believe in the 0-7 dream.
You know, I feel like those matches were closer than I expected, but as the day goes on, like as you lose a set after set or something like that, it's so hard to pull it together, right? And
yeah, but he's going to be going
gets...
up against heavy hitters who are going to be fighting for their lives later on because